Stop everything you're doing, because what you're about to hear isn't just a little reality TV drama, the kind of scandal that could rewrite the rules of loyalty, friendship, and marriage in Atlanta. Imagine this: a private IG live. Late at night, a man you thought was loyal, staring dead into the camera, exposing secrets so juicy they could make headlines in every corner of the internet. Who's involved? None other than young Jock, the man who has turned chaos into content for years. And the two people at the center of every gossip whisper in the city: his wife Kendra and his day one homie, Scrappy. That's right, the same Scrappy who's been his brother since mixtape days, now allegedly caught in the middle of a betrayal so tangled. It makes reality TV writers look like amateurs. How long did they think they could get away with it? What receipts exist, and how far does this web of secrets go? Tonight, we're peeling back the layers, exposing the screenshots, the voice notes, the deleted texts, and the videos that nobody expected to see. Buckle up, because what started as whispers behind closed doors has now exploded into full-blown chaos. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why Atlantan, the internet, is still reeling from shock. The story begins where no one expected it, in the quiet shadows behind what appeared to be the perfect love and hip-hop couple, young Jock and Kendra. A pair who once had fans believing in fairy tales and velvet weddings, but whose private lives were anything but serene. Because behind closed doors, the whispers, side glances, and subtle tensions had been mounting for months. And sources now say Jock had been suspicious long before last night's IG Live explosion, catching the faintest hints of betrayal in the most ordinary moments, from late-night texts with laughing emojis that didn't add up to mysterious absences at family events. Two glimpses of a closeness between Kendra and Scrappy, Jock's longtime friend and brother from another mother since the mixtape era. That made him pause and wonder what exactly was going on under the radar. But like many of us, he ignored the signs, hoping loyalty and love could smooth over what would turn out to be a meticulously hidden affair. And yet, the tipping point came not from Jock's intuition, but from his own teenage daughter. The very person who manages his social media, who stumbled across a folder in Jock's iCloud labeled Uber receipts, that, upon closer inspection, revealed trips not of Jock's, making but suspiciously linked to Kendra and Scrappy. Nighttime pickups, midweek visits, hotel lobbies captured in blurred videos. All of it pointing toward clandestine encounters that would make even the most seasoned reality TV viewers gasp. And when Jock finally confronted Kendra, she denied everything, smooth and practiced. The kind of denial that only fuels the fire. While Scrappy, confronted in person, apparently couldn't muster a convincing alibi, leaving Jock to gather what insiders now call the ultimate collection of receipts. From deleted texts retrieved through iCloud backups, voice notes sent in secrecy, and Ring camera footage from friends' buildings, all compiled meticulously and ready to drop in a single earth-shattering IG Live broadcast, where Jock, hoodie pulled low, voice cracking but determined, stared into the camera and let the world see exactly what betrayal looks like in high definition. A betrayal that wasn't just about a marriage, but about loyalty, brotherhood, and the tangled web of relationships that bind a city's social fabric. And as the footage played, showing Kendra stepping out of Scrappy's condo in Jock's own t-shirt, casual and unbothered, fans flooded the comments in shock and disbelief, while the social media algorithms caught fire. And what started as an intimate airing of grievances quickly turned into a citywide spectacle, with former cast members, bloggers, and everyday fans dissecting every frame, every word, and every reaction, speculating on motives, timelines, and the extent of the betrayal. All while Jock sat calm but visibly wounded, narrating the story as if he were both the detective and the victim. A man forced to clean up a mess created not just by love gone wrong, but by trust violated on multiple levels. And just when it seemed the drama couldn't get any more layered, sources whispered about additional twists, side relationships, and hidden alliances that would make this scandal far bigger than anyone imagined, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, hearts racing, knowing that what they were witnessing wasn't just entertainment, it was a revelation, the first act of a saga that was only just beginning. And as Jock ended the live with a cryptic promise that there was more to come, fans realized that this was only part of the story, a calm before the storm. A setup for the next explosive chapter in a scandal that had already redefined betrayal in Atlanta, setting the stage perfectly for what was about to unfold next in ways nobody could have predicted. As soon as Jock ended that first explosive IG Live, the streets of Atlanta, the blogs, and every gossip forum online lit up like wildfire, because the footage, screenshots, and voice notes he dropped weren't just evidence, they were a roadmap of deception. And fans immediately began connecting dots that Jock hadn't even mentioned, dissecting every laugh, every text, every emoji from months of secrecy, while former cast members chimed in, some defending, some condemning, all adding fuel to a fire that was already out of control. And the public reactions were instantaneous and merciless, with social media users dividing into camps, some rooting for Jock's exposure of truth, others questioning the ethics of airing private affairs in such a public forum. But one thing was clear, nobody could look away, and now insiders started leaking even more details, claiming that the relationship between Kendra and Scrappy wasn't just flirtation, it was an ongoing, meticulously hidden affair with midnight rendezvous, secret hotel bookings, and even untraceable burner phones allegedly used to communicate. And while none of this could be officially verified, multiple anonymous sources confirmed enough to make the narrative explosive. And the speculation only intensified when blogs posted photos of Kendra entering and leaving Scrappy's condo with casual ease, while her story posts tried to maintain innocence and Jock's meticulous documentation of deleted messages recovered via iCloud backups revealed conversations that were never meant to see the light of day, each message dripping with implication, planning, and secrecy. As one source close to the situation claimed, they thought nobody would ever notice. But Jock isn't just a rapper, he's a watchdog. And now the receipts are here for the world to see. And as these revelations spread, celebrity reactions began to surface, with Erica, Mena, Mama D, and even former Love and Hip Hop stars weighing in, some offering support, others just adding layers of speculation, while the fans on TikTok, Reddit, and Instagram went into overdrive, creating timelines, memes, and side-by-side comparisons of hotel footage and social media posts. And amidst all this chaos, rumors of a second affair emerged, allegedly involved with Scrappy at the same time, with sources claiming a makeup artist in Atlanta was now pregnant, coinciding suspiciously with the time frame of Scrappy's alleged meetings with Kendra, sending the internet into a full spiral of conspiracy theories. And of course, Kendra tried to respond, posting a tearful, makeup-free apology and claiming she wasn't the only one at fault. But Jock, armed with throwback clips, screenshots, and audio recordings, quickly disproved any attempts at narrative control, reinforcing the betrayal in high-definition clarity. And the drama didn't stop there, as former witnesses, like Carly Red, added their own perspective, hinting that Jock had been warned multiple times, but ignored the signs. While new anonymous accounts started dropping alleged proof of secret group chats, FaceTime calls, and behind the scenes interactions, all painting a picture of a scandal so layered that the fans, media, and even the cast were left questioning who was manipulating whom, who knew what, and how far the deceit stretched, leaving the city in a frenzy, debates raging online about morality, loyalty, and friendship. And by the end of it, it was evident that this wasn't just a story about infidelity, it was a full-scale revelation of secrets, lies, and betrayal, setting up a fallout that promised legal battles, public scrutiny, and a social media storm the likes of which Atlanta had never seen. And with Jock teasing more footage, more receipts, and more confessions yet to come, the anticipation for the next explosive chapter was unbearable. leaving every viewer on edge, knowing that the next act would push this scandal into uncharted territory and force everyone involved to reckon with the consequences of secrets that could no longer stay hidden. The fallout had gone nuclear, with sponsors pulling endorsements, radio gigs temporarily suspended, and the online world split down the middle. Some fans applauding Jock's courage, others criticizing the public nature of his expose. But what made this chapter truly unforgettable was the ripple effect across Atlanta's celebrity circles. Because the leaks, the screenshots, the videos, and the audio recordings had opened a Pandora's box. And suddenly, former Love and Hip Hop stars, bloggers, and influencers were all weighing in, adding their own tidbits of insider knowledge. While cryptic posts from Kendra's family suggested that more people were aware of the affair than anyone realized. And Jock, always the strategist, hinted that he had even more footage yet to release, teasing interviews, private conversations, and behind-the-scenes moments that could rewrite the narrative entirely. And as this news spread, rumors of legal action surfaced, with attorneys allegedly preparing defamation suits on one side, and Jock's camp countering that everything shared was documented, public domain, or backed up with irrefutable proof, creating a tense standoff that had fans, media, and social media sleuths analyzing every post, every story, and every comment for clues, while side characters like Carly Red and Scrappy became central figures in the speculation. Some claiming Carly had warned Jock months ago, others suggesting Scrappy was about to release his own counter-narrative, all of which fueled a frenzy of theories and conspiracies. And then, as if the universe wanted to keep the pressure on, an anonymous IG account surfaced overnight, dropping a slideshow of private messages, FaceTime screenshots, and blurred images of Kendra and Scrappy together, captioned simply, "You thought this was over. We're just getting started," igniting a wildfire of discussion, with fans dissecting each frame, debating who was lying, who was complicit, and who was being played. And the tension reached fever pitch when Jock posted a single black screen with one chilling line, "Now I see everything," signaling that the ultimate revelation was imminent. While the city, the blogs, and every corner of social media braced for the next wave of drama. Because this wasn't just cheating, this wasn't just a love triangle, it was a masterclass in betrayal, loyalty, secrecy, and exposure. And as commentators predicted, documentaries, miniseries, and viral exposes that could rival any scripted drama. The lines between reality, entertainment, and social media hysteria blurred completely, leaving viewers asking themselves whether they were watching a scandal unfold or witnessing the collapse of a carefully constructed facade. And with Jock promising more receipts, more hidden truths, and more jaw-dropping revelations, the city held its breath, knowing that the next chapter could redefine the way loyalty, friendship, and betrayal are measured in Atlanta. And as the camera stopped rolling, the social media storm raged on, the comment sections exploding with theories, accusations, defenses, and disbelief, making it clear that this story wasn't ending quietly, was alive. Ongoing spectacle of exposure, revenge, and the relentless pursuit of truth. And just when the fans thought they had seen it all, the promise of more leaks, more footage, and more confessions hung in the air like a ticking time bomb, leaving every viewer desperate, obsessed, and fully aware that in this game of loyalty, love, and deception, nobody was safe, and the final curtain had yet to fall. So, what do you think? Did Jock finally expose the full truth? Or is there still more buried deep in this web of betrayal? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell us who you believe and who's really playing the victim. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss a single twist, leak, or meltdown, because this saga is far from over.